It's us. It's your boy Josh Too Tough 14 here, back with another vid. Now this time it's not a regular video, but technically I just want to come up here and explain something that happened to me years ago. So let's get into this thing. Why am I up here, recording this video, trying to show you guys, like, what did I experience years ago? So I was 10 years old when this occurred. And mind you, still young, 17, doing this because for the fun of it. And I feel like people should know what really happened to me. So yeah, 10 years old, I think it was in, March or April of 2019. I don't know the date, but however, that day I was sick. Yes, I was sick. And to the point where I was like, bro, I'm super sick. I just want to stay home. But my mom told me, even though you're sick, son, you have to go to school. I went to school. After school, I had money and I went to the chicken spot because, why not? Because I was hungry, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. And I brought chicken nuggets and fries. Mind you, I didn't know. Here's one thing I didn't know. I didn't know they use peanut oil to fry the whole thing. I'm like, okay. So I just ordered myself. I found out afterwards they use peanut oil. So technically I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm fine. For like a few hours, I'm fine, I'm not acting up or anything, asthma's normal and everything's cool. But when I'm just doing my homework inside the library, this is where something actually could have been worse for me. I would not have been here if them doctors did not save my life. So, doing homework, with some people that my mom knows and that I know. And basically, while I was doing the homework, I put my hand like on my heart and I'm coughing. I'm like, and they're like, "What? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" I was about to like fall off the chair because I was like near right here. And I was closing my eyes while I was doing it. And then one of the people had to hold up the chair and make sure I was good. And then all of a sudden, while I was doing this, I started to cry bad because it was like I almost fell over on the ground. This is something I'm like so nervous to talk about because I don't really talk about this. I don't really tell people about this. But I just, try to like find the right pieces to put in this video. So yeah, almost fell over. Somebody had to hold up the chair to make sure that I don't fall over. Like I said, busted out crying while I'm holding my chest. The librarians actually saw this and they said, we're calling the ambulance because there's no way like you're about to fall over. And then, yeah. So while I was waiting for the ambulance to come, they were still holding the chair up to make sure I don't fall, I don't do anything. And once the ambulance arrived, it was like a game changer for me. Going back to the hospital to get treated for my asthma attack. Well, when I got to the hospital, everything changed. I mean, I had the the machine that was helping me, like open up my lungs for me to breathe because, my asthma was so bad that the fact they had to like, bring the machine. And then so I was sitting there, the mask over my face because the machine comes with a mask. So that's why I had it. And I was just sitting there waiting, getting treated and, trying to like, open up my lungs so I could breathe normally. Because when when I have the asthma attack, my lungs just like tightens up, and the point where I cannot breathe like normal people breathe. So it's like I need this type of machine that will actually open up the lungs so I could breathe normally. And after that, I got the news saying that I have to stay overnight because I cannot go back outside, because they said if I do, I will most likely die. And I was so scared. I told my mom. My mom was like, no, 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 no. I have to take him home. They was like, no, 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 no. We have to keep him in here to treat him. And I remember, while I was going up to my room, and yeah, I threw up bad. I threw up bad because, yeah, I was still sick, and, I was just throwing up. But when I got to the room, I was getting treated. The first room I was in, I think I was with somebody. I didn't really get to see the person, but I'm pretty sure I was with somebody. And then, once I was in that room, I was just watching TV until I fell asleep. I ate a little chicken sandwich in the hospital. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't all right. It wasn't bad, but it was okay. So I was watching TV until I fell asleep. And then once I woke up, I felt myself getting rolled out. I'm like, what's going on? They transport me to my own room, like where I could get treated more safer, to be honest. Well, I don't even know how to word it. Guys, I'm just nervous talking about this because I don't usually talk about this because, it's something that really happened to me that was bad. And yeah. So, like I said, got transported to my own room, sleeping. Then all of a sudden, once I'm sleeping, I woke up, throw up, vomited, bad, everything. I had to press the button to call for the nurse, call for the nurse, call for the nurse. One good nurse actually came inside that room, clean up the bed, make sure I had the machine on my face to make sure I open up my lungs. I stayed there for 2 weeks, and I got better. Well, technically, guys, when I found out that thing was not an asthma attack, it was not only an asthma attack, it developed into a heart attack. Now, that's the biggest thing that scared me. When my mom told me I had a heart attack, it was so shocking because at the age of 10 years old, a heart attack? I'm laying there crying because I just heard a heart attack. That was, what's scary for a young kid to just hear you had a heart attack, but luckily you survive. Most people don't survive from heart attacks, and I get it. But me, as a 10-year-old, surviving from a heart attack is very rare. It's very rare because I almost died in that library. But, me, I'm still here now, thanking him. He gave me a second chance. And I took that second chance. But, I'm still praying to him because he's opened more doors for me. And plus, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm doing this for somebody else too. Now, oh God, I don't want to bust into tears crying. This is my grandfather who did pass away last year in August. I don't want to start crying because I actually do miss him so much to the point where, the emotions is about to come out. When I lost him at the age of 16, I didn't know what to do. I missed him so much, to the point where I put his name on my arm. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it says Rodney with the cross. And I'm supposed to finish it. I'm supposed to finish this tattoo. I'm supposed to be, writing his birthday of when he was born and then the death date. But yeah, like I'm saying, I'm here today because I'm doing this. I'm trying to stay strong for him. He was just the super of the family. So I pray every day that I'm here. I'm lucky to be here. I'm still so glad I'm here. Still glad I have the people that I have from middle school. Now, these 4 guys, I couldn't really have, been here without them. I wouldn't have good friends. And those 4 actually are my good friends. But that's my experience of what happened to me years ago. I will be explaining why I couldn't do stuff without him, but that would just be another story for next time. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed hearing me. Well, I almost cried, guys. I don't usually cry on camera, but I try to stay strong for him because he wants me to stay strong. This is Jøsh.ONAGRXNG. I'm signing out. Peace.